Greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here with me on Who Would Have Thought. Today, we're diving into a countdown of 7 Grinch countries, exploring their histories of either maintaining or lifting the ban on Christmas. Prepare for captivating stories of how individual convictions brought about extraordinary outcomes, involving persistent riots, unexpected victories for religious freedom, and surprising punishments for Christmas enthusiasts. Stick around until the end, as you won't believe how one person's beliefs influenced an entire nation. We'll uncover tales of resilient spirits in a country that defied a Christmas ban and explore the unexpected triumphs that emerged. Brace yourselves for the account of a state that successfully fought for religious freedom, overturning Christmas restrictions. But that's not all. Be prepared to discover the shocking punishments imposed on those who dared to celebrate Christmas in these Grinch countries, ranging from fines to more extreme measures that will leave you astonished. Number 7, USA. In an unexpected turn of history, the United States, particularly the Massachusetts Bay Colony, surprisingly had its own regulations on Christmas. In 1659, a law known as the penalty for keeping Christmas was enacted. According to this law, if you weren't working on Christmas, engaging in festivities like feasting, caroling, or exchanging gifts, you were subject to a penalty of 5 shillings per offense, equivalent to about $45 today. I'll put a link below if you want to read the full story. The Puritans, responsible for this law, deemed Christmas pagan and lacking biblical justification. They argued that it promoted the rich giving to the poor, leading to what they perceived as immoral behavior and even violent disturbances. Yes, you heard that right. Violent disturbances during a Christmas party. Flashback to my childhood. The kids were instructed to retreat to the back room before Uncle joined the family gathering. His arguing and attempts to fight everyone were unfortunately a familiar occurrence, but I eavesdropped. I watched the rest of the family laughing at him. It turns out perhaps everyone has an uncle with similar tendencies. Now back to the story. Drawing parallels to events in England, pro-Christmas rioters took control of the streets weeks leading into December. The turning point came in 1660 when King Charles II returned from exile, officially ending the ban on Christmas. Since then, Massachusetts has celebrated Christmas, and the tradition endures to this very day. In England, during the period from 1647 to 1660, Oliver Cromwell played a pivotal role in leading a puritanical movement that actively discouraged the celebration of Christmas. This movement was grounded in the belief that festive observances allowed for indulgence in what they considered carnal and sensual delights. The Puritans, adhering to a strict interpretation of religious principles, advocated for the day to be observed in a more solemn and holy manner. As part of this approach, businesses were ordered to keep their doors open, and the City of London took a proactive role in enforcing these regulations. Authorities patrolled the streets, seizing any food items suspected to be intended for Christmas celebrations. The suppression of traditional holiday customs and festivities led to an atmosphere of tension and discontent among the cities. The discontent escalated into violent riots in several cities as a direct response to the ban on Christmas celebrations. The clashes between those advocating for the traditional festivities and the authorities enforcing the ban created a tumultuous period marked by social chaos and resistance to the imposed restrictions. Oliver Cromwell's puritanical movement left a lasting impact on the way Christmas was perceived and celebrated during this particular historical epoch. In the year 1967, Albania made history as the world's first constitutional atheist state by officially outlawing Christianity. The government, under the leadership of Enver Hoxha, took an uncompromising stance against religious practices. The country's constitution during this period authorized severe penalties, including imprisonment for up to 10 years, for individuals involved in what was deemed religious propaganda and the creation, distribution, or possession of religious literature. This stringent approach persisted until the death of Enver Hoxha in 1985. His successor, Ramiz Aliyah, ushered in a shift in policy, adopting a relatively more tolerant position towards religious activities. Aliyah acknowledged religious practice as a personal and family matter, signaling a departure from the strict atheistic ideology of the previous regime. A significant turning point occurred in December 1990 when the ban on Christianity was officially lifted. This transformative moment allowed thousands of Christians to openly and freely participate in Christmas services, marking the end of years of religious suppression. The lifting of the ban not only reinstated the right to religious freedom, but also signaled a broader shift in Albania's approach to matters of faith and belief. In Saudi Arabia, a strict ban on religious celebrations outside the Islamic tradition endured for a span of 30 years. During this period, Sheikh Mohammed al-Oraifi, a respected scholar, conveyed a stringent message to Muslims, advising against any involvement in non-Islamic religious activities. Al-Oraifi went as far as stating that merely offering a Christmas greeting could be interpreted as an endorsement of a faith outside Islam. This stance was part of a broader effort to discourage any mingling with activities associated with religions other than Islam. The year 2012 marked a particularly restrictive period when 41 Christians were arrested by the religious police on charges of conspiring to celebrate Christmas. The authorities, acting in accordance with the long-standing ban, viewed any attempt to engage in Christmas festivities as a violation of established norms. However, a significant shift occurred in 2017 when Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman assumed a position of leadership. With his ascent, there came a notable change in policy, leading to the lifting of the stringent ban on non-Islamic religious celebrations. This change signaled a new era, reflecting evolving perspectives on religious practices and tolerance within the country. In the Southeast Asian nation of Brunei, a comprehensive ban on Christmas has been in effect since December 22, 2015. Despite this prohibition, both expatriate and local Christian communities within Brunei persist in maintaining a private observance of the holiday amongst themselves. The ban extends to a range of activities associated with Christmas, including the traditional practices of putting up Christmas trees, singing carols, staging nativity plays, exchanging festive greetings, and even dressing as Santa Claus. The severity of the ban is underscored by the potential consequences faced by violators, which may include imprisonment for up to 5 years. This stringent measure reflects the government's strict stance against any public display or recognition of Christmas-related festivities. It's important to note that prior to the implementation of this law in 2014, non-Muslim expatriates were allowed the freedom to openly and freely celebrate Christmas in Brunei. The change in regulations has since limited the public expression of Christmas celebrations, placing restrictions on a tradition that was once openly practiced by the diverse communities within the nation. Tajikistan, located at the crossroads connecting Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan, has recently joined the roster of nations where the celebration of Christmas is not allowed. In the past few years, the Republic has introduced more rigorous regulations on Christmas festivities, prohibiting various aspects. These restricted activities span the showcasing of Christmas trees, whether natural or artificial, the celebration of fireworks, Christmas feasts, gifts exchanges, fundraising initiatives, and even the wearing of Santa Claus or Russian Father Frost costumes, which have been under television restrictions since 2013. Those found in violation of these regulations could face severe consequences, including the potential of a 5-year jail sentence. And number 1, drum roll please. North Korea, one of the most hostile places in the world in my opinion for Christmas celebration, and one of the places that I can hardly find information about. I'm sorry guys, I searched the internet for 2 days to find scarce but countless questions about how North Korea spends Christmas. It's simple, they don't. And you will soon see why. Christmas is a religious holiday and has been banned in North Korea since 1948, in the beginning, when the Kim dynasty began. All religions are banned except for divine devotion toward the Kim's family. There are public holidays commemorating Kim's dynasty. On December 24th, the North Koreans celebrate the birthday of Kim Jong-suk, Kim Il-sung's first wife, and the deceased mother and grandmother of Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un. She is known for being the Mother of Korea, or Great Mother of Korea, or Mother of the Revolution. This day has nothing to do with Christmas Eve. It just so happens to be her birthday. On her birthday, yes, in present time, in North Korea she is immortal. I will link this article in the description. They hold a meeting, not a memorial, held in central Pyongyang to commemorate her life. Flowers of wreaths are sent to her grave, and throughout the day, orchestras, operas, plays, and massive dance parties all over the country are held. North Koreans hate Christmas, or just the ones in office, I'm really not sure. In 1971, South Korea put up its first tower-shaped 60-foot Christmas tree less than 2 miles that could be seen over the border into North Korea as a symbol for peace. However, North Korea said it to be psychological warfare. However, South Korea continued to light the tree every year until 2004, when relations with North Korea improved. South Korea agreed not to light the tree. Fast forward to 2014, a religious group lit the old 60-foot tree in memory of 50 soldiers that were recently distinguished. Kim Jong-un threatened to shell the Christmas tree tower. South Korea took down the tree only to say it was taken down because it might fall. It was a safety issue. Let me know in the comments if you think it was because of North Korea or the tree would have fallen and was a safety issue. In my opinion, either way, the tree was coming down. As far as punishment in North Korea, I couldn't find any definite answer, but whatever it is, I'm sure we can't say it on YouTube. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this intriguing journey through the stories of Grinch Countries on Who Would Have Thought. If you found these tales as fascinating as I did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Your support means the world to us at Who Would Have Thought, and it keeps us motivated to bring you more thought-provoking narratives. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to delve deeper into any of the stories we covered today, check out the links in the description. Stay tuned for more surprising chronicles where beliefs clash, riots prevail, and unexpected victories emerge. Until next time, this is Who Would Have Thought signing off. Take care and see you in the next episode.